Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to episode 13. To start off with the podcast, I'm one of your hosts, Danny,
I'm your other host, Tommy.
and we are
Two dudes, one brain.
For today, another episode. We kind of like the other one. I feel like we were going on a roll with like the conversations with
Yeah.
like what Chat GPT was offering to us. So for this one, we asked GPT again about traits between what's a good guy and traits of a bad guy. El bueno y el malo.
El bueno y el malo.
Yes.
I feel like I hear too much. Oh, I like good guys, but what defines a good guy?
Yeah.
Right?
Or like what's the definition of what's considered good or what's considered
It's
bad?
even just guys, girls too.
Yeah.
We should do that one next, huh?
Yeah. Good girls and
We're for the guys, so we can do
yeah,
one for the girls too.
Yeah. And this will be easier because obviously I feel like we can speak on it.
Yeah.
Since obviously we're guys. So
Okay. All right, let's get right into it.
let's get right into it.
I'll start off this time.
Go ahead.
With
yes.
some of the good guy traits that people can see is a little controversial or don't see eye to eye with one another from people. The first one being he avoids conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Good because it keeps peace and not aggressive. You could be cautious about it. The bad side would be might be passive, does not stand up for himself or you. It's a little
I think it's okay. Avoids conflict as in like in real world situation, like real life. Like
yeah.
let's say you're at a party, you're at a whatever, like some party setting, and some guy's drunk, and he's like, saying dumb shit, and he's drunk. You avoid
Okay.
conflict. You just get the fuck out.
Yeah, because you know better.
Yeah.
It depends when.
That's okay. Like,
Yeah.
okay, avoid conflict. Get the fuck out. Like we don't have time for that. Avoid conflict as in, something bad happens or whatever the fuck it is. Like he something bad happens between the relationship,
Okay.
and he doesn't want to bring it up because he doesn't want to start something. That's when it's bad.
Okay. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. I believe avoiding conflict in real world situations of yes, the fights. If somebody's picking or somebody's like yelling, maybe road rage. You're gonna avoid conflict from road rage. You're not gonna feed fire or fuel the fire and make it even a bigger fire. Especially if you're with your partner. For my case, my little one, my new kid. I'm not gonna get him angry to the point where he can. You never know. He might pull out a weapon, might crash into the car, might make us crash. You might go ape shit, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect way to avoid conflict in my eyes.
Yeah.
Avoiding conflict within like disputes and conversations with like your loved one or your partner or anyone at all. Really, I think it just kind of like you kick the can down the road.
Yeah.
And it just becomes a bigger issue down the road, and you're going to end up exploding, if not making it worse.
Yeah.
So I think confronting it is really important to do when you're able to do it. You get me?
Or when you should do it.
Yeah. Like if you can handle it right there and then, handle it right there and then.
Yeah.
Don't wait and don't kick down the can
Yeah.
because it'll cause more problems on the road.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that in certain situations, some situations the best response is just to walk away. That's the best.
Yeah,
that's
it
the
is.
best choice. Just to walk away. It's
You're
not-
not like a club.
yeah, club party setting.
People are like looking at you, dogging you. It's like, hey,
like
you know
it's
what?
not.
I'm not gonna pick a fight.
Yeah, and if
You're
and
a bigger
if,
person.
and if people see you as like a pussy or like you're scared, like then those people should already tell you enough about their character
Yeah.
and like what they believe.
I believe that's more becomes a egotistic thing.
Yeah, and it's like it's goofy. Like
Yeah.
if you're
If
trying
you
to fight-
challenge egos,
yeah, that's
where it becomes dumb.
Yeah, it
honestly.
gets really goofy, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you're trying to like prove yourself or trying to make yourself look like this person, like dude, like you look better. In my opinion, you look better if you know like it's dumb. It's
Yeah.
dumb. Walk away. Like in my opinion, you look like a better, smarter
And if your
person.
partner knows it's dumb and you walk away, she's gonna realize that, and she'll be like, "Good
That's-
job."
yeah,
like,
it's not
that's
worth-
actually-
it's
yeah,
not worth the
It's not
time.
worth your time.
Yeah. But if avoiding conflict with your partner, like let's say she did something that made you upset, or they both ran into something that doesn't, that didn't align well with what they believe in or whatever, that's when you should speak up. Because
Correct.
now how Tom was saying, you're just bottling everything up, and that's not okay.
Yeah, it's not
You
gonna be
need
fixed.
to-
It's just gonna make it worse.
Yeah,
down
because
the
now
road.
you're just accumulating all this like stress, all this issues inside you until you just explode, right?
Yeah.
Like a bottle.
It really is.
Yeah. So
And it kind of eases down to the next one.
okay, let's hear it.
He's super nice to everyone. So kind of like a golden retriever. That's how I see it. Kind-hearted, respectful is a good thing. The bad thing to be cautious about is too nice equals people pleaser
People
or
pleaser.
no backbone. My girl sees me as a golden retriever just because I am social. You've been knowing me for a while.
Yeah.
I am social.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm able to go talk to somebody. I can talk to some homeless dude outside.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "What's up, dude? Why are you homeless?"
Literally,
Like,
literally, yeah.
I don't care.
Literally, you can't.
And I just don't think of it twice. Like I try to be social. I try to be nice to everyone, but there was a certain point where I realized I'm like, maybe I am being too nice. I'm saying yes to a lot of things that I can't handle. And that takes a little bit of maturity and a little bit of self-awareness. You get to kind of self-reflect on you back and say, all right, where can I say no? Am I passionate about this, or does this, does this add on to my passion of what I do, or does this take away from my identity? Yeah or no. That's where you kind of have to start drawing lines. Like, okay, if somebody wants me to do this, or somebody's not being nice, you can be fake, but are they really worth your time? Don't waste your energy on fake people or people that you don't like. If you're being nice to everyone, and you don't like your cousin for some reason, and you're still super nice to them, you're kind of hurting yourself, because maybe when you go to that house you don't feel comfortable, but you're there because you're a people pleaser, and you want maybe the rest of the family to be like, oh yeah, he's cool with them. But if it gets out of you, like if it's dragging something out of you to be like, no, then don't do it. Like set that boundary. I think it's cool. Depends on the situation. I'm super nice. I try to be nice to everyone. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Screw me over, I won't give you the benefit of the doubt anymore. If you show me otherwise, I ain't gonna listen to you. Lose interest.
That makes sense.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Because me personally, I don't see, we're opposites in that case, right? Well,
Yeah.
obviously, right. Like whenever we're out, whatever, like you're the person who always like and that's one thing I think when I talk to people about you, I always say like main characteristics, like he's able to talk with everybody and their mama, he can speak easily.
Yeah.
No, there's never like awkwardness. Like that's a good quality that you have, that you can just talk to anybody. I'm not like that. I feel like guys just don't. I don't know. Just I feel like you're just born with it. Like just the way you are, like your way of being.
Yeah.
It's like tu forma de ser. That's just how you are. And I feel like that's not how I am, but I could see how it could be someone like a people pleaser, right? Like how you always saying yes, like not standing up when like, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But talking to people like that I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
think that's a
thing.
good,
and
green
if-
flag on a
Yeah,
good guy.
and if someone doesn't like that, like if they're seeking a golden retriever man or whatever, like you need to know obviously like what it comes with that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I don't like how he talks to everybody.
Yeah.
But you want a golden retriever boyfriend? Like how like
Like for me, it's part of my job too. I
Yeah.
have to socialize with people and
Yeah.
network people.
Yeah, yeah.
So it helps me.
yeah.
My
your
my
job.
my social battery is actually there for
Yeah,
my job. So
for
I
your
do
job.
good at my job.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
I don't think that's bad at all.
Yeah. It
Obviously,
makes it
if
a
it's
good
like-
guy.
Yeah.
I think it's a good guy.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
like, oh, let's start flirting with people, like, oh, what's up? And, oh, hey, like, then that obviously that's
Yeah.
fucking bad. But you're just like, how do you say, like, shooting the shit?
Shooting the shit with people. Yeah.
Yeah, literally that. It's just that. And, I mean, fuck.
Yeah, I could meet somebody at a Chili's bar and be like, "Hey, let's shoot the shit and talk about." If I see golf on the thing, and he's watching the golf, I'm like, "Hey, let's talk about golf."
Yeah.
If he's talking about football, I ask him, "Hey,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
up?"
Yeah.
It's
That's
gonna
it.
be an awkward moment between two strangers.
Yeah.
But all right,
Well,
let's.
yeah, good quality to have.
Yeah, all right. So let's go into the next question.
Mm.
And this one's, I think it's a good. Honestly, I think it's a good trait to have to a certain extent. Again, He prioritizes. Oh my God, I can't speak today. Jesus Christ. He prioritizes his partner over everything. Green being loyal and devoted. And then the bad or the iffy can lose identity or become clingy. I believe it's both, because if your man or your woman is so devoted to you to the point where they're clinging onto you for everything, they're obsessed with you. You should be obsessed with your partner.
Yeah.
But to the certain extent where they're grasping you.
Yeah. Not to the extreme side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I've seen that in some relationships where like they want to make it be seen, where like the woman would grab their guy and be like, no, he's mine. I've seen it at like a bar, actually.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, yuck.
Yeah.
Or when people like really grab their girl in a certain way to be like, no, you're mine. And they kind of like, do you think having your arm around somebody like your girl's neck is okay?
No.
Exactly. Like, if you're doing that, you want to showcase she's mine or he's mine or whatever the case can be. So it's like, it gives you like the egg, and it's like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
That's actually like a bad trait to have.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, that means your ego's up here.
Yeah.
And you think you're the shit because you have a girl.
Yeah.
Maybe not the prettiest. I don't know. I don't know the situation, right?
Yeah.
So I could see it as maybe a bad thing to do, but you have to prioritize your partner over mostly anything at all.
In those situations, like, okay, like let's say about like the guy or the girl. Sure, to us it may seem like, which I do get that, but
maybe they like it.
But maybe they fucking like it. Fucking weird.
Maybe they freaks like that.
Maybe they like it. Maybe they like that. Maybe they like. Maybe the girl likes being hold on to their fucking leg like that. Maybe the guy likes when she's a little toxic, when he even speaks whatever to anybody. Maybe they like it, but
whatever flows their boat.
Whatever
right?
flows their boat, right? Esso's like, that's their thing. If it works, it works. But
in a different situation, if it's like your friends over your partner, like if you're going out with your friends over your partner,
yeah, that's
for a dinner or something. I don't know, for a normal thing. That's where you have to prioritize your partner, because your partner is everything.
Yeah,
for sure. And your friends should know. Like, they should be okay with that.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I feel like that's a good thing. Like, I basically the way because there's always a question like, oh, does he care about me? Does he like does he this? Does she this? Like, do I care? Like, do they care enough, like, for me, right?
Do they showcase it?
Yeah, and I feel like if that person shows it to you, then like that question doesn't like. Not insecurity, but that question doesn't even come to your mind. Like, oh, like, does he care? Does he care? Does she care? Does she care? Because they're showing it with their actions of like, like, I do care. So,
but it could be a toxic trait too, if you think about it.
To a certain extent, yeah.
What if they manipulate you?
Yeah.
Of saying like, no, I'm doing it right because I prioritize you every day. You should listen to me because I prioritize you every day. They gaslight you and stuff like, oh no, like,
that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. So there's different angles about it. But if it comes like within like your friends and your partner, prioritize your partner over everything. Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
I think we have time for one more green or one more good guy trait.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the bad traits of a bad guy.
Bad guy.
Supposedly, yeah. So the next one is he plays it safe. He takes no risks. So the good thing would be he's stable and predictable. The bad thing would be boring.
Oh shit.
Or lack of ambition or edge. Lacks ambition or edge.
Lacks ambition. Okay.
And I think a good guy plays it both ways.
How can I help you?
Oh hell nah.
I think a good guy plays.
Well, that's one way to make your feeling.
Okay. Okay. Boring and lacks ambition or edge. I think a good guy plays both ways. I think you're supposed to have some risk in your life. If you don't risk it for the biscuit, you ain't getting anything out of it. Great. No risk, no reward.
Scared money makes no money.
Correct. On a business aspect. But same thing in a partner. Like, if you're not risking going to a fancy vacation or a cool ambitious or, you know, spontaneous trip with your partner, you know,
Getting out of your comfort zone with with her or him.
it's, I don't know, it can be probably a little boring.
Mm-hmm.
If you just play it safe and stay home, like, oh yeah, we're just gonna stay home for the rest of the week and just watch a movie every night,
Yeah.
bro, that's kind of boring.
Yeah. You need that social life.
I think a good guy should have a little bit of both traits where he can have that.
And also, a good guy knows his girl, ins
Correct.
and outs. He knows what gets her going. He knows what takes her, like, you know, he knows everything, like the palm of his hand. So he should know, like, you know, if she likes me, if she does like partying, I think as a guy, take her to those places.
Yeah.
Right. Like as a man, you just got to do a lot of things that maybe it's not in your agenda or in your like your resume.
But do you think
gotta,
but do you think after a while, actually, it just came into my head. But do you think after a while, should you still continue to go to those parties even though you don't like it? Should there be a limit of how much time you spend at these certain kind of events if you don't like them?
It's more about, okay, now play the other way around. Let's say you like golfing
Correct.
and she's like, I fucking hate golf.
And she still attends with me.
Yes. Does that mean that you should stop playing golf?
No. I feel like it should at least be, you know, not including her would be okay if she's okay with it. Like, hey, I know you don't like golf. And I know you get bored of it. I don't want you to suffer, you know, think otherwise. So just don't come with me and I'll just go play golf myself. I feel like there should be that barrier.
Okay.
Like, I feel like if she does come with you once in a while, it's okay. She's your partner. She probably just wants you to have fun. She can probably relax. But depending on situations, like maybe she likes going to the club.
Yeah.
And you don't like going to the club.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, you're there at the club just with your drink.
But
All bored out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I feel like
It's a compromise, I guess.
yeah, it's gotta be a compromise.
Yeah.
Cause like let's say, I don't know. Like let's say like partying. She likes partying. She likes being in that environment. Doesn't mean she's talking to people. It's just both of you dancing together. But let's say you like going to watch sports games.
Okay.
And she's like,
I don't like sports.
yeah,
I don't understand it.
Yeah, and she's like, and I don't really. But you know, it's not every fucking weekend. Same thing with partying. It's not every fucking weekend.
Yeah.
It's like once every month or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, you would still go. And you're like, you know what? Like she's like, we should go, you know, to this fucking event and party. Okay, you know, fuck it, let's go. Hey, the Steelers are playing here, blah blah. Let's go. She's like, oh, fuck it, let's go. I feel like it's a middle ground.
So it shouldn't be too. The compromise shouldn't be leaning on one side of the spectrum too much.
No, it should be.
It should be equal.
Equal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, I don't think it's ever bad that if one person likes something, then she likes it. I mean, the fucking like what like, and also you don't want to be that person that kind of changes her, right? Like you're like, I don't like that, so we're not doing that no more. Like you don't want to be that person either, because that's not fair to her. Because you know it wouldn't be fair if she did that to you.
Correct.
Right. Like change is good, right? Change is always good, but not change in ways like you're changing her dislikes and likes based on your likes and dislikes. It should all be equal.
There should be a middle ground there.
But eventually, let's say like you just despise fucking partying or despise being in these situations or whatever setting. Maybe as you grow older, you're like, you know what, fuck that. Like we are grown.
And no partner should be going to the club by themselves.
No.
Just my hot take.
Yeah. My only thing, like I guess like playing devil's advocate in regards to that is it's only okay if like, okay, let's say like you and me, right? Let's say you and me. Let's say I will always invite you to these settings. Always. You should always invite your partner to these settings.
Okay.
Like, hey, I'm going out with friends trying to plan this out. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
But the moment you say I don't want to go or I'm not going to be in town or blah blah, then that gives me the right to go with my friends by myself without you being there. Because now it wouldn't be fair from my end to be like, oh, I can't go because you're like, no, because I'm not going to be there. But it's not my fault that you don't want to go, or two, you're not going to be here.
But it depends the setting too. If you're going clubbing with all your friends, yeah.
I feel like at that point,
It's a little disrespectful. Because
I don't.
I feel at a club, you go to have fun once in a while.
But here's the thing. But the thing is that he or she invited you. She's like, let's go. Like, let's
Yeah.
go. Like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Then you're like, I don't feel like going. And then it's not fair for her to be like, oh, now I gotta tell my friends I can't go because of you.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but it should be a mutual respect. Like,
that I get. I do get
what
that.
if it feels the other way around with the guy going to the club where
She-
there might be a lot of girls?
She should. It's because I do get that. Okay, I do get
Yeah,
it. Yeah, I do get that. You know, she might get hit on or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck is gonna happen. But the thing is, from the beginning, that's not the point, right? It's going partying with friends, and the plan was for you to go.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we're gonna go party, and like if you're not gonna be in town, but then that's a whole different thing. But like if she ends up saying like, okay, you know what, if you're not gonna go, I'm not gonna go. That's fine. But I feel like at the end of the day, if she decides like, oh, but like I really want to go though, like please, like
You shouldn't hold her back. You should trust her.
yeah,
Or trust him, whichever.
yeah.
Yeah, but out of respect, I'd feel more comfortable if she went somewhere. I mean, I would trust my partner either way.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'd be like, you know what, she ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah.
If she does, well, now you see the true colors.
Yeah. But at least from
I see that point.
from my perspective, like, cause I feel like it's not fair for me to be like, oh, I can't go or I don't want to go, therefore you're not going. And though I get the setting,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if
It
you're,
all depends on the setting. Yeah.
I guess sure. I mean, to a certain extent, yeah.
It depends on the setting.
If it's like, but for me, clubbing, like, like going to like crazy shit, like if you're going to like a
I wouldn't think twice about it if it's like, hey, I'm going to the bowling alley with my friends, and she says, oh, I don't want to go. I'm like, okay, cool. It shouldn't be no problem. It's a bowling alley. You know, it's an activity.
yeah, I think sure.
Paintballing.
If
I don't know.
it's like more extreme, right?
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
more like, let's say it's like more like going to a rave or, right?
Yeah.
And in that case, like, I would assume it would be better if I go to that. So someone, especially if it's like a 2-day event, like you're spending a whole ass day there, right?
Yeah.
And that's the point where,
It's not a couple hours.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's where I would be like more like, but either way, I'm a guy who like likes doing fucking everything. I'm down for everything. So that's like that's
you like
me.
to experiment and try new things?
I whatever she wants to do, 100% I'm saying yes. Like if she's like, I'm
You a freak.
not like that. I mean more like if she's like, oh,
I'm clipping that.
if she's like, oh, I want to go here, or hey, I want to like do this.
Yeah.
Like, I want to like, I hate baking. She's like, let's go to like a baking class. Let's do it. I want to go here. I want to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do it. Let's go hike. I'm down for fucking anything. That's the thing about me. So whenever she says like, let's go, fuck it, let's go. Let's go. There's never a time where I would say no. I could be fucking sick and I would still go to like a club, or I would still go with her in these settings where it requires like more effort. I would still find a way to go to satisfy her. That's me. But if let's say there is a situation where I definitely can't go, like let's say like I'm doing something else already and then she's doing something else, then who am I to say like, no, you can't do that? Because let's say you and your buddies go out for the weekend to a cabin trip or whatever, just the boys, I guess, sure.
Yeah.
And then whatever. And then she's like, yo, like, well, my homegirls are planning on doing XYZ.
Go for it.
Exactly.
You let me, I let you.
Exactly.
No problem. Yeah.
Exactly.
You should trust each other.
Exactly. Because if you're going with your boys like to a cabin trip and say it is clubbing, let's say, oh, me and homegirls want to go like bar hopping and then go to a club after.
Yeah.
At that point, like, it's not fair for you to be like, no, you can't go because I'm not there. But yeah, you
should always invite your partner.
Yeah, you should always invite your partner. Yeah,
And your friends should be okay with you inviting your partner.
yeah,
Because they should see
yeah.
that too.
But situations are different.
Yeah.
right. This could be a one-time thing between only guys and the past 4 fucking years, right? And it just happens, right? Or whatever. And okay, cool. And if she's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I feel like you should be. I feel like it should be okay for her. You should let her do that. Even though the setting is bad, yes, but you trust your girl. That's
Correct.
your girl. You know that if a guy does anything, she'll be like, get the fuck away from me. You know her because that's your girl.
Yeah.
And how you said. But if she doesn't, then that's a whole different story. But
All right.
but that's why that's the devil's advocate.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. I see the vision. I agree. You have to just trust it. At the end of the day, it's trust.
It's trust.
Yeah,
trust.
pretty much.
Trust builds a whole relationship.
Yeah,
Basically.
pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get into the next one?
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go to the next. So the traits some say make a bad guy,
Okay.
but others are attracted to.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
All right.
So number one, we have he's a bit arrogant.
Ooh.
So bad, right? So these are all red flags.
Okay.
Or bad stuff. Or what
What makes a bad
has.
guy? Yeah.
Ego, self-centered. However, sometimes seen as confidence and leadership by others.
I believe arrogance. It's good to a certain extent. Yes, because in professional workplaces you see it all the time.
Yeah.
You see the arrogance, and a lot of people that are very arrogant. Yeah, they have that confidence. They pursue themselves as being, pretty confident. They can speak up and they can do all that, and they have a good, strong opinion. But they don't get very far because they don't compromise. I feel like if you compromise within just in your whole life, you get through your life way better than being self-centered and arrogant. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at any leader, yeah, they're arrogant sometimes to
Yeah.
a certain extent,
You have to be sometimes, yeah.
but not all the time. To the
Yeah.
point where you can't compromise with others, and it makes
Yeah.
you more of an
Like a
enemy,
like a
and
bad guy.
Yeah,
Like a bad guy.
yeah. So, I believe to a certain limit. I think arrogance is a bad thing, but not. Some arrogance is good. You have to have some opinion and some reason to it.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta, arrogance is good to an extent. You gotta have that backbone
yeah.
to be able to you gotta have that confidence to
And I feel like
project yourself.
with that question, I feel like everybody kind of knows that person.
Yeah.
You kind of image it like, oh, this person's like that, and
like that, yeah.
and
And
it's not good.
Yeah, and then they're not. It doesn't open to new ideas, because they believe what their way is their way.
Correct.
And
That's the only way. Yeah.
And sometimes not. No, that's not how it works. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
I think too much arrogance. Yeah, makes you a bad guy for
But
sure.
overall, I think the overall trait, it is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Overall, the trait,
overall,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
There's when you think of arrogant, you think of a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe it's more of a bad guy.
But I can
Trait,
see
yeah.
why some women would probably be attracted to it.
Very machista.
Or him.
Very masculine, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I have to look up to him, or people look up to him
Yeah.
to a certain limit. Do they trust him? Probably not.
Maybe not. But let's go on to the next one.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. This one is he's blunt or unfiltered. So the red flag would be rude or harsh. But some people say that it's honest and real. No fake energy.
It's again to a certain extent, but I feel like it's not a bad trait.
I don't think so. I think at the end, I think it's more about perspective, but I believe being blunt, straight up, I think it's
It cleans up a lot of situations pretty quick.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And sometimes people do say, "Oh, but it sounds mean." But sometimes it is like that.
Yeah.
Because you're like, "Oh, you're sounding really mean." It's like, "Well, girl, that's how it is. That's exactly how how I said it. It's
Yeah.
exactly how the situation is seen and how it is.
Yeah.
That's how serious it is." Sometimes people gotta hear it. The truth hurts sometimes.
Yeah. And some people that are blunt and unfiltered, they sometimes don't know they're blunt and unfiltered, and they think they're right. So it's kind of like the same arrogant thing. And they're like, "Oh no, I'm right," or "Hey, that's." Being blunt is a good trait to have if within your friends, your close friends, to a certain extent, where you don't disrespect them, but you're like, "Hey, dude, it's not a good idea."
Yeah.
Straight up, that's dumb as fuck. That's cool. But if it's to a colleague, you can say that too. But if it's to somebody that you have to respect a little bit more, then no,
Yeah.
of course not.
Yeah.
Filter it a little bit, make it sound nice.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So
But
do you think it makes it into a bad guy?
I don't think so. Because
Yeah.
you're still being. If it's about the people you care about the most, you got to be honest.
Yeah.
You just got to.
Yeah.
You can't be you can't be.
Sometimes the
pushing around
most blunt
bush.
friend that I have, an unfiltered friend, I ask him for his opinion for some things.
Yeah.
When I decide to do some project or something, I'm like, "Hey, dude, what do you think if I do it like this?
Yeah, and they're like,
What do you think about this?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Bro, honestly, that's just horrible."
Yeah,
Cool. I love the honesty.
yeah, and it's sometimes you need to hear that,
Yeah.
right? You're still it, and I feel like that's
You should take criticism as well.
Yeah, I think it's more good than bad. I do see the bad side where people can be a little bit too much. Like, yeah, we're like, that's fucking stupid. Like, you're looking at, like, you're kind of a dumbass for thinking.
But I feel like if you can't take blunt stuff like that or unfiltered stuff, you're a little too soft.
Yeah, at that point, you got to grow up.
You have to mature.
Like, yeah, put on a helmet. Like, you got to.
Put on a helmet.
Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, you got to be able to, like, take criticism. And if it's just part of, like, maturity. Like, you got to.
I just spilled water all over myself. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I feel like you got to be able to taking criticism sometimes. Yeah. And sometimes it's like it is it's like okay. it does sound pretty harsh, but like I mean it's the way it is sometimes. For the last one, we're gonna do he's not easily impressed. The red flag is he's dismissive. But people may say that standards are high, not chasing validation.
That makes a bad guy if he's not impressed by a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I think that's bad. He's not easily impressed.
I don't get easily impressed by a lot of things.
No?
I sometimes fake that I'm impressed. I'm like, oh, great, good job.
Oh,
wow. You know, like
I guess
I am sarcastic sometimes. Because I'm like, it could have been better. But that's how I think. I'm like, I always think it could be better. Even with myself. Even when I do something and I accomplish a task, am I impressed? Sometimes. Am I not impressed? Most of the time. You know, like, it's just how I am. I've seen a lot of situations and I feel like I don't dismiss a lot of, like, accomplishments. So if a friend comes in and they're like, oh, you know, I accomplished this. Hell yeah, dude. Like, good stuff. I'm not going to dismiss that. If it's something like so small that I could dismiss, oh, I put a bolt on a door. Great. I did it the first time.
Yeah.
You put on a door.
Yeah, good job.
It's not that hard. Like that's the things that I dismiss. It doesn't impress me. That's, you know, I've lived through that. And it's like, it really does not impress me. To impress me, showcase me something nice. Like,
yeah, something cool.
Yeah. Standards are high. I don't think my standards are high. It's just I think the more you live, and the more you experience stuff,
it's like
you get used to seeing those type of things.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you're rich and you go see Formula 1 cars every day, Formula 1 cars don't impress you still as much as like, you know, maybe somebody that can't afford to go see Formula 1 cars but they love them still. You know, they still get impressed by it. Those type of situations. But that's like money situations, but there can be other emotional situations as well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't think it's either good or bad. I guess it's I don't think it's like their fault. I don't think it's like the guy's fault.
It's their character, maybe.
It's just like the way they are.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, from the other end, it must suck receiving that because like maybe you did put your whole effort into like this.
The empathy isn't there.
Yeah, I think I do see that perspective, but I don't think it's more like. I think it's just more. It's not like he's choosing to be like that.
Yeah.
I think it's just something like being impressed. I feel like it's not something that you choose to be or not to be. It's just it's human nature. It's just natural. It just comes.
Oh wow!
Like oh shit! Like oh wow! Like did you see that? But like if you're like cool. Like I think it's just more like it's just the way they are.
But if not their experiences that they lived. Like I feel like if you see
crazy shit, your crazy shit doesn't bother you.
See a bullet. You know, you see a gunshot.
Yeah.
You know, from afar, or you hear a gunshot. Some people would be impressed by it. Some people would be scared of it. Some people would just dismiss it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not impressed. They're like, oh, you know, they live in the ghetto and they hear gunshots every other week.
Yeah.
Situations like that, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
It just comes into my mind.
Yeah, I agree. But I do get the point where it could be like a bad guy because the person receiving that reaction is like, oh, like you don't give a fuck. Or like, yeah, you're not, like you're dismissive. You're not, you don't really care. So I do get that, but I think in this case, it's not really his fault.
Yeah.
It's just the way he's the way
what you lived in. Yeah.
He's just the way he is.
Okay. So, you want to read what the conclusion is to this?
All right, but that should be the end of these questions. But before we
we're going over our time a little bit.
Yeah, we are going a little bit over our time. I will ask the audience. This is more for the female audience in regards to this question. Do women actually want a good guy, or just want the idea of a good guy?
Ooh, that's good.
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
Do women actually want a good guy?
or just
Or
the
just an
idea
idea
of one. Maybe they want the bad guy. Maybe they want the bad guy that's a little this and that. But they just want the idea of a
Okay.
good one.
Let us know.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Let's see what you guys
Yeah.
where your guys' head is at around that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's close this out. I think this was a great episode as well. Episode 14 coming up right next Friday, right?
Next the following week.
Yeah. Every Friday. We post every Friday. Remember, give us a follow, drop a comment, anything you want to hear. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on TikTok. Again, it's been one of your hosts, Tommy.
I'm your other host, Danny.
And this has been
Two
Two
Dudes,
Dudes, One Brain. See you on the next one.